Welcome. Today we are going to outline Nathan's prophecy about the Messiah, and we explain the incidences when the angels appeared in St. Luke's Gospel. And lastly, we look at what lessons Christians learn from the shepherd's response to the angel's message. So first, in order to outline the Nathan's prophecy about the Messiah, we are going to read the Revised Standard Version, 2 Samuel chapter 7 from verse 3 to 17. And Nathan said to the king, Go, do all that is in your heart, for the Lord is with you. But that same night, the word of the Lord came to Nathan, Go and tell my servant David, Thus says the Lord, Would you build me a house to dwell in? I have not dwelt in a house since the day I brought up the people of Israel from Egypt to this day. But I have been moving about in a tent for my dwelling, in all places where I have moved with all the people of Israel. Did I speak a word with any of the judges of Israel, whom I commanded to shepherd my people Israel, saying, Why have you not built me a house of cedar? Now therefore, thus you shall say to my servant David, Thus says the Lord of hosts, I took you from the pasture, from following the sheep, that you should be prince over my people Israel. And I have been with you wherever you went, and I have cut off all your enemies from before you. And I will make for you a great name, like the name of the great ones of the earth. And I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in their own place, and be disturbed no more. And violent men shall afflict them no more. Normally. From the time that I appointed judges over my people Israel, and I will give you rest from all your enemies. Moreover, the Lord declares to you that the Lord will make you a house. When your days are fulfilled and you lie down with your fathers, I will raise up your offspring after you, who shall come forth from your body, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. When he commits iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, with the stripes of the Son of Man. But I will not take my steadfast love from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away from before you. And your house and your kingdom shall be made sure forever before me. Your throne shall be established forever. In accordance with all these words, and in accordance with all this vision, Nathan spoke to David. So, what are the main points? Number one, Nathan prophesied that an heir from David's lineage would be raised to sit on the throne. Nathan prophesied that a king would deliver and save people. Nathan prophesied that God will always support such king. That is, his faithful love would never be withdrawn from the Messiah. Number 4, Nathan prophesied that God would ensure that the kingdom of David would be everlasting. The Messiah would be like a son of God. He would deliver Israel from her political enemies, and God would keep the Messiah's kingdom strong. So now we are explaining the incidents when angels appeared in St. Luke's Gospel. So number 1, God used angel Gabriel to speak to Zechariah of the birth of John the Baptist. This you'll find in Luke chapter 1 from verse 11 to 20. God sent angel Gabriel to Mary, where he spoke of the birth of Jesus. And this you'll find in Luke chapter 1 from verse 26 to 28. The angel of the Lord announced the birth of Jesus to the shepherds. This you'll find in Luke chapter 2 from verse 9 to 12. Hosts of heavenly angels were heard singing the hymns of praise to God at the same time Jesus was born. So, host of heavenly angels means host is just a group of angels. So this you're going to find in Luke chapter 2 from verse 13 to 14. Number 5, Angels carried Lazarus to Abraham's bosom. So bosom is Abraham's chest. An angel strengthened Jesus during his prayer at Gethsemane. That is in Luke chapter 22, verse 44. So you can also say an angel strengthened Jesus during his prayer at Mount Olives because Gethsemane is at the foot of Mount Olives. Angels appeared to the holy women who sent the visit to the tomb and they found that Jesus had resurrected. This you're going to find in Luke chapter 24, verse 4. Now, let us explain the lessons Christians learn from the shepherd's response to the angel's message. God demanded obedience from Christians, or God demands obedience to Christians. Christians are called to serve God. God still reveals his message to Christians today. Number 4, God speaks to Christians despite their states in life. Number 5, Christians learn that it is important to praise and glorify God. Christians should believe in God's message and respond to it at once. Did you understand? Finally, add more points in the conversation and let me know what you think about today's video. Thanks a lot for subscribing and listening to me. God bless you.